Hello friends, today we're going to talk about function notation and evaluating functions. So here we say y equals f of x is how we say that. F is just the name of the function. That can be any letter. X is the domain, and f of x is the range value y corresponding to the value x. So again, we read f of x as f of x, or the value of f at x. For the function y equals f of x, x is the independent variable and y is the dependent variable. So this one, our function f of x equals 2x squared plus 3x minus 1. These x's are all the same thing. So if we look here, f of 3, we're replacing our x with a 3. That means in our function, everywhere I see an x, I'm going to replace it with a 3. So 2 times 3 squared plus 3 times 3 minus 1. Then you would go ahead and just put this part in your calculator, and we would get that f of 3 is 8. That means there's a point at 3, 8. 3 is our x value, 8 is our y value. F of negative 2, everywhere I see an x, I'll replace it with a negative 2. So 2 times negative 2 squared plus 3 times negative 2 minus 1. If we put that in our calculator, we'll get 1 back. So that means we have a point at negative 2, 1. And then f of a, now everywhere I see an x, I'm going to replace it with an a. So 2 times a squared plus 3 times a minus 1. We can't put that in the calculator. We just have to simplify it. So f of a is 2a squared plus 3a minus 1. So literally the x's just became a's. This new function is called g. So g of x. Again, these x's all mean the same thing. So g of 3 means I'm replacing my x with a 3. 3 times 3 squared minus 2 times 3 plus 1. If we put that in our calculator, we would get 22. So there's a point at 3, 22. G of negative 1. It's important that when you're replacing these x's with numbers, or you're substituting the x's with numbers, that you put those numbers in parentheses, especially if they're negative. You'll get a different and wrong answer if you don't put a parenthesis there. So 3 times negative 1 squared minus 2 times negative 1 plus 1 gives us 6. So we have a point at negative 1, 6. And then g of t, 3 times t squared minus 2 times t plus 1. Again, the only way we can simplify that is to get it to be 3t squared minus 2t plus 1. All right, these ones are a little bit more difficult because it's not just a plain number or a plain variable that we're substituting in. So here we're going to be replacing our x's. So g of h squared would be 3 times h squared minus 5, which then gives us 3h squared, take away 5. G of x plus 2, we're going to replace our x with the x plus 2. So 3 times x plus 2 minus 5. Here we need to distribute the 3 through. So g of x plus 2, 3 times x is 3x, plus 3 times 2 is 6, but we still have the takeaway 5. So g of x plus 2. If we combine our like terms here, 6 minus 5 is 1, so that equals 3x plus 1. This one, g of x plus g of 2. So first we have to do g of x, which is just our 3x minus 5. Let's color code these here. So g of x is 3x minus 5 plus g of 2. We're going to plug 2 in for x. 3 times 2 minus 5. And then let's continue to simplify here. We have 3x minus 5 plus 6 minus 5. And then combining all of these, negative 5 plus 6 is 1. Minus 5 again is negative 4. So our final answer is 3x minus 4. Here we have j of x is 4x minus 7. So j of m squared would be 4 times m squared, take away 7, which is 4m squared, take away 7. There's nothing else we can do with that one. J of x minus 3 would be 4 times parentheses x minus 3 minus 7. Again, you have to have parentheses. You will get a different and wrong answer if you don't put the parentheses. 4 times x is 4x. Take away 4 times 3 is 12. And we still have the take away 7. So that simplifies to 4x take away 19. J of x minus j of 3. First we have our j of x, which is 4x minus 7. Take away. Since I'm taking away j minus 3, I'm going to take away and put parentheses there. I'm sorry, j of 3, not j minus 3. J of 3 then would be 4 times 3. Take away 7. So 4x take away 7. Take away 12 minus 7. 4x take away 7. Take away 5. 4x take away 7. Take away 5. We'll leave this with 4x, take away 12. The reason I had to have these parentheses here is because I was subtracting. I need to make sure that I find that whole j minus 3 first and then subtract it from j of x. Let me re-say that. We need to make sure that we find j of 3 first and then take it away from j of x. All right, the number of unread emails in Sylvia's account is 75. This number grows by 10 unread emails a day. The function n of t equals 75 plus 10t represents the relation between the number of emails n and the time t measured in days. Well, we know whatever is in parentheses here is our independent variable. So in this case, our independent variable is time, and our dependent variable is number of unread emails. Then it says find n of 5 and explain what the results mean. So n of 5 would be 75 plus 10 times 5. So I'm replacing my t with a 5. And that gives me 125. And what that means then, if our t is representing days, that would mean after 5 days there are 125 unread emails. The number of unread emails in Brian's account is 100. The number grows by 15 unread emails a day. The function n of t equals 100 plus 15t represents the relation between the number of emails and the time measured in days. Determine the independent and dependent variables. Well, that's the same thing as our example above. So independent is time. We should maybe say that it's time in days. The dependent variable is the number of unread emails. Says find n of 7, so I'm going to replace my t with a 7. 100 plus 15 times 7. And that gives us 205. It said explain what the results mean. So this one, after 7 days, there are 205 unread emails. Let's look at one more like this. More unread emails. And Anthony's account is 110. The number grows by 25 unread emails a day. The function n of t equals 110 plus 25t represents the relation between the number of emails and the time measured in days. Again, our independent and dependent are going to be the same thing because it's the same type of problem. And again, I want to reiterate that I knew that the independent variable was going to be time because that was a variable that was in the parentheses on the left side, n of t. Whatever comes after that of is your independent variable. Find n of 14 and explain what it means. So n of 14 is 100 plus 25 times 14. And that gives us 450. So this one, after 14 days, there are 450 unread emails. All right, friends, that's it. Have a good day.